Hello Goth fans everywhere.
But mainly nowhere.
Mainly nowhere. Welcome to our channel. We just thought we'd set up a YouTube channel just to amuse ourselves more than anything, because that's...
Self-amusement is a good idea.
Yes, that could have sounded better, but it didn't. Never mind. We are the Snooker Goths, as christened by, well, we'll come to that later. We just thought we'd set up a channel so we could just amuse ourselves.
And in the slightest chance that someone might be vaguely interested in our lives.
And our pointless existence.
Miserable
lives, yes. Well, we asked some of you to give us some questions for us the other day, just on our Twitter and our Instagram, and some of you actually did ask us some questions, which is nice. I know, shock horror. And well, here we are to answer them. There's only a few, so we thought of bundling a few questions of our own.
Pad it out with a load of rubbish.
Pad it out with a load of crap. And here we go. First question is, what are our names?
My name is Amanda, but I like to be known as Manda.
And my name is Amanda, and I'm just known as Amanda. So we have the same name.
We are basically the two Amandas.
The two Amandas, or Snooker Goth, whatever you prefer, basically.
Arseholes in the front row with weird hair.
Yeah. How old are we? Oof.
Older than Ronnie, but younger than Angles.
And I'm, oh God. Older.
I'm 46.
I'm older than Selby, but younger than who's roughly that sort of age. I don't know. Anyway, I'm 36, so 10 years between us.
West London, yay! Yours!
And I live in South Essex, yeah. It's as good as it sounds. Shut up.
Well, I spent 25 years of my life on the Isle of Wight, so...
What?
I wasn't born there.
We are both single, painfully so.
This is starting to sound a bit like a dating video, so...
Hello.
Foxy Stoat seeks pig.
A lot of people think we're actually a couple, but no, we are not.
No. We're actually sisters.
Well,
We're twins.
we're
like twins.
like twins.
Private joke, sorry.
Private joke. What we do for a living, I'm a stock counter, which basically means I go around to a load of different businesses and stores and help with their stock takes.
I'm a rust repairer and part-time artist model.
How many pets we have? I have 6 cats, a dog, and a bearded dragon.
I don't have any pets.
But she shares mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like rats though. They're
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, you do like rats, don't you?
I used to have a rat called Basil. He was beautiful.
Oh, bless him. What do we do other than working and things? Outside of snooker, our hobbies are basically comedy, cars, football, music.
My hobbies are cars. I don't know about hers. She can't drive. Well, I'll do away in a few months. Yeah, you don't care. Cut. Yeah, I'm into cars, but not ordinary cars because I'm a weirdo. I like 3-wheel cars and microcars. And before you say Robin Reliant, there's no such bloody thing, so please don't.
I like crafting. I like sewing, knitting, dressmaking, crochet, jewellery making, anything like that. I'd like to find a bit more of an outlet for it, but it depends on how much I can be asked at the time.
Nice.
Right, how did we meet?
On the internet.
Yeah, that's funny. It's a funny place for people to meet. You wouldn't have thought that
Weirdos.
people... Yeah,
That's what weirdos do.
What weirdos do, yeah.
Yeah, through our comedy love, we ended up on a live journal group. Anyone remember live journal?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and that's where we met and discovered that we have similar names, similar taste, and similar pretty much bloody everything.
Yeah, and we've, over the last 10 or 11 years, we've pretty much become the same person, if we weren't before. So...
We are now.
We are now. We're almost the same person
We
now.
almost joined at the...
Well, not at the boob, quite. How long have we been into snooker? Well, I'll let you start.
Oh, I'm so bloody old that I remember Pot Black. I got into Pot Black when I was but a smidgen, a smaller smidgen than now. Yeah, I liked Ray Reardon. He was my favourite, and he still is, bless him. And from there, I started watching snooker. Anytime it was on, I remember watching such luminaries, not live on telly, as some tall ginger bloke, Davis. He was pretty good. Unfortunately, I had to watch a lot of Tony Knowles because my mother fancied him.
I got into snooker from quite a young age. I think I was about 3 when I started watching it. I got into Steve Davis because, basically because he was the first snooker player I'd heard of. I used to watch Spitting Image as a kid. I had quite a developed sense of humour, and of course his puppet used to make me laugh. So that kind of got me into it as well. And of course over the years I've kind of grown up watching snooker. I remember doing some revision for my GCSEs, watching like the World Championships. It's got me through some difficult times basically, so I'm always glad to watch a bit of snooker whenever I can.
We enjoy it.
Yeah, we do enjoy it.
We like it.
Right.
We're not just there for the attention or anything. We genuinely like snooker.
We genuinely like snooker.
We loved it since little tiny weeny children.
Yeah. Why are we called the Snooker Goths? Don't blame us.
Do not blame us. It was not our thing. We wouldn't actually say we were goths. I'm more of a metalhead.
And I'm more of just whatever. I don't really define myself in any category.
But we don't mind being called goths though. If the goths will have us, we're quite happy with that. But it was the fault of a certain snooker blogger called Snooker Backer. He christened us the Snooker Goths, and we pretty much got stuck with it.
Yeah, so that's what everyone calls us now. We were getting the first tournament we went to that we really got a lot of attention for looking like we did was the Masters 2015, and we started to get a lot of questions asked, like who are they, what are they doing, why do they look like that, why are they dressed like that. And so because of that we decided to open up a Twitter just to answer everybody, and it's kind of
imposters. We had imposters. Can you believe that? Yeah, people actually want to be us.
We decided to set up a Twitter and to field all these questions, and people were saying, is it really you? And saying, well, we don't.
Why wouldn't it be?
Why wouldn't it be? Why does anyone?
Who else would want to be us?
Who wants to be us? You know, and so it's kind of stuck ever since. We've got this kind of tiny cult following, and well, people are very nice about it. And,
I think that's a cult. They called us a cult.
Why are we doing this channel? Purely to amuse ourselves,
and possibly 3 others.
Yeah, like basically, we know probably no one's going to watch us, but it doesn't really matter. We're only doing this for a bit of fun and just to show the days out we go on, maybe sort of promote the charities we're involved with, one of which being the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. Look them up. The Sophie Lancaster Foundation. We have our Sophie wristbands on as well, and hopefully we can sort of engage with a few of you on YouTube and just have a bit of fun.
And record it for posterity.
Right, okay, time to move on to some of your questions, because I think we've talked about ourselves enough. Your questions, it's up to you.
It was.
It was.
We were avalanched with question.
We did have at least one question.
A string of question.
Okay, so I'll get on to read some of them now. Right.
Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy lives to give a about the things we're doing.
Yes, thank you for that. The first one is from, I don't know if I've got the name right, but Andy Spuckchutes, that's how it's spelled anyway. I don't know if I've pronounced it right.
We apologise for any mishaps with names. I've got an unusual name and I know how
bloody annoying, yeah. I haven't got an unusual name, but I always get it misspelled, so...
Yeah. So if we get it wrong, we're very sorry.
Yeah, we're very sorry. Andy Spuckchute asked, who's your favourite player and why? I'll let you start.
Well, as I said, I grew up watching Pot Black and Reardon. I just fell in love with Reardon. I just think he was brilliant and a lovely bloke as well. I've not met him. I'd love to. But yeah, him, John Spencer, you know, those days pre everything going mad in the 80s. But yeah, I love them. Modern players, well, I say modern. Alan McManus, I've got a soft spot for him. Yeah, he's knocking on a bit, but you know, so am I. So yeah, maybe not that modern. I've got a soft spot for Judd as well because I used to live in Somerset, and I saw a cutting of him in the local paper when he was 14, and I've sort of kept an eye on him ever since. So I've got a bit of a soft spot for him. Who else?
Mark Selby. We both like Mark Selby.
We both got a soft spot for Mark Selby for various reasons. And of course, Ronnie.
Well, who doesn't love Ronnie?
Who doesn't love Ronnie?
Ronnie, come Ronnie.
Sorry. And of the young players, I've got my eye on Jamie Clarke.
Yeah.
Because he favoured a tweet of mine about 4 years ago because I said he got nice eyebrows, which he has. And I've watched him sort of try again and again to get on the tour, and bless him, he finally did it, and I was so chuffed for him. He took many goes. It took me 6 goes to pass my driving test. So, yeah, I kind of know how that feels, and I really hope he does well.
My favourite players, obviously, I grew up watching like Steve Davis, Dennis Taylor, Stephen Hendry.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, never mind. I grew up watching sort of the luminaries of the game in the 80s and sort of early 90s. Are you making faces at the camera?
No.
I thought you were.
No, I just said luminaries.
Luminaries.
Ooh, luminaries.
Of the modern game, I think my favourite player is Anthony McGill because he's very tenacious. He has got a great attitude on and off the table. He's always very nice. He's very friendly towards us. You know, doesn't seem to mind that he's got a couple of weirdos following him as well. Scott Donaldson as well, I think, is another good up-and-coming player. Obviously, I've mentioned...
He looks a bit like my nephew.
He does look a bit like
He does look a bit like one of my nephews, yeah.
A bit weird. Also, I've obviously mentioned Mark Selby. Mark Allen is another one I really like. Yeah, Mark Allen is a really lovely guy. John Higgins, we like him as well. Him. Basically, we like a lot of the Scottish players. We do.
We're not Scottish.
We're not Scottish ourselves, or we might have. One of us might have some Scottish blood in us somewhere. Rob Francis, hello, asked us, what was the first snooker event you both attended?
She's got better memory than me.
Right, well, the first one that wasn't actually a tournament, it was a Snooker Legends event back in 19 bloody hell, back in 2014, and that was in Reading. So that was an England versus the rest of the world mini tournament kind of thing. But the first actual,
that was good fun. We got to see Ronnie, Steve Davis, Hendry, Ryan. Who else was there?
Tony Drago,
Kendo,
White.
Jimmy White. Yeah, it was really good. Really enjoyed it. A little bit cheesy, but good fun.
Yeah. The first actual tournament we went to was the Champion of Champions in 2014 because we'd had that booked up for ages, and after the first day, that was when people started coming up to us and saying sort of like, we saw you on the telly, and so we weren't used to it. It was a bit weird.
It was very weird.
But we were purely there for the snooker. We were mainly there to see Mark Selby because we'd never seen him before at that point, and he was like our massive favourite for us at the time. We were so excited to mainly see him there. But you know, we just love the whole thing.
It was great,
and we
recommend that if you want to go to a tournament. If you can get to the Champions during the week, when it's the group stages, it's really good because you can sit anywhere you like. It's unallocated seating, as long as you leave space for us two at the front. She's got
God's eyes,
yeah. So, yeah, and it's a bit cheaper, and you get to see good players. So, yeah, we thoroughly recommend it.
Yeah, that is definitely our favourite. We've also been to like the Scottish Open, the World Championship qualifiers. We can't afford the Crucible because we are but poor church mice. Squeak. And so we've been to a few different tournaments, and we're hoping to sort of expand our repertoire at some stage. Steve Moppet,
hello Steve.
Says not rehearsed at all. Asks us, which tournament will you be at next, and with what hair? The next tournament we are going to is the English Open in Crawley.
Another one we can tick off.
Yeah, English Open.
We're going to Crawley, which is horrible, by the way. No, we're going to Crawley. Have I been there? I've been there a couple of times.
Yeah. I never have.
Apparently, before I was born, my family lived there, but I avoided that.
We're going to Crawley for the English Open, and then we're going against the Champion of Champions in November. And you will have...
I will be properly red. I am somewhat faded.
And I'm thinking of going back to all over blue rather than just having this grown out kind of meh. So, yeah.
But maybe not.
She
might have something else.
I might have something else. You'll just have to stay tuned. Well, actually, don't look at us. You don't have to. No. Okay. Right. Lindsay Feeks. Hi, Lindsay. Asks us quirky things. Which venue has the best tea, the comfiest seats, and do we have any predictions?
Ooh.
Right. So I would say the best venue for a good cuppa is the English Institute of Sport in Sheffield that the qualifiers are at, the World Championship qualifiers are at, because they have a lovely little cafe and it's quite cheap and it's just nice to sit in. Although out of the two venues, the EIS and Ponds Forge for the qualifiers, we did prefer Ponds Forge, to be honest. It was just a bit of a nicer atmosphere all around. But, you know,
easy to get to as well.
Much easier to get to, more hotels around it. Comfy seats, I don't know. They're all...
Comfy chair!
comfy seats.
None of them.
None of them, no. Especially not the Masters. Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I must say the Masters seats are a bit rubbish.
Yeah. And also Alexandra Palace in the middle of winter is not a hospitable place.
No, it's not. It's not.
No.
It's blooming freezing.
It's bloody cold.
Which is why we disappeared for the last few days a couple of years ago.
2016, yeah.
Yes. I had a cold and I shook it off and then went to the Masters and
it came back. About twice as bad.
Yeah, that was not fun.
No.
Barry Hawkins. Yeah, he lost that year, which is a shame. But,
yeah.
No, we like Barry.
Yeah,
We've got to mention that earlier.
We like Barry Hawkins as well. Yeah, we should have mentioned that earlier. Right.
As for tea, I'm the tea drinker. I don't know about venues because we usually drink fizzy all day. She does, as a matter of course. So I don't really sample the tea at the venues, but I must say the Doubletree at the Ricoh Arena, they have PG Tips tea bags in the room, and I don't care what Alan McManus says, I grew up on PG Tips, so yeah, big thumbs up from me.
Good stuff. Graham Lewis. Hi, Graham.
Hi, Graham. Oh shit, are we on?
Yeah, we're on. Okay.
Graham Lewis.
Graham Lewis.
Hi, Graham.
Asks us, do we play snooker? And if so, what's our highest break?
1.
Yeah, my highest break is 0 because I'm so dyspraxic that I can barely even hit the cue ball. It's really depressing because I would love to be able to play properly, but I would just be ridiculously bad. And your highest break is what, 1, you said?
Well, we've never really played snooker, apart from we had a table when I was a kid, sort of a little one, but no, I've never played on a full-size table. I'd love to try. I don't know if I'd be any good at it, but yeah, I'd love to have a go, so I might have to have a go one time, but my problem is I'm so bloody short, I can barely see over the table, so, you know.
She's a good pool hustler.
Am I?
Yeah, you're bloody good at your long pots, aren't you?
I am pretty good at long pots.
Whereas I can barely see the balls, so that...
She can't see the balls, I can't see over the table.
Yeah, so it's kind of a bit weird.
If they let us do teams, then I'll sit on her shoulders.
Yeah.
Might have a chance.
Yeah, you can sort of whack it like polo or something. Yeah. Last question from Margie Essen.
Hi,
Margie! And she asked, why is there air? Because it's what you have on your end, my dear. What?
I was going to look into the scientific causes of the atmosphere and air and general stuff like that, but it was a bit like school, so sorry. It's kind of important, air, so I'm not dissing it. I totally agree with it. I am in support of air.
Yeah, as a concept, air is generally good.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to get that in. Anyway, that is the last of the questions.
Thank you very much for your entertaining and amusing questions.
Thank you very much indeed for those. So this is the end of the video now.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much for watching.
If you're still watching right now.
Well, yeah, that is true. I mean, you probably turned off in disgust. I'm going to write in your green biros, when will the BBC wake up?
Why?
Is the structure of my chromosomes, yeah. An old Punt and Dennis joke.
Oh, I see.
It's an old Punt and Dennis joke.
I thought you were going to go for the Victor Lewis Smith one.
Oh, why?
Yeah. See, comedy.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching.
It was most kind of you to waste your time on this crap.
Yes, it certainly was.
We appreciate that.
We do. Yes, thank you very much for that. If you want to subscribe to us, we don't know why you want.
Everyone else goes subscribe like that, so that's it.
So I'm going to go like that instead. You know, so,
okay.
You know, subscribe to our faces should you want to. How can you resist these faces? You know. All right. So thanks very much for that, and we'll see you.
Stay tuned for more rubbish sometime in the future.
Yes. Ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.